volume in my ear.
Lower my voice. I'll whisper to you. One of these is the volume knob, but one of them's also your mic level up.
Okay, never mind. I'll just go through this game and listen to you.
No, you're good, you're good. It's this top right one, I'm pretty... That should help.
Oh yeah, it helps. Thank you.
If I'm messing up on the stream, I apologize, PGL. You're doing an amazing job with production. And it's my fault. Blame me on Twitter, whatever it may be, for the production and audio issues, as well as all the miscuts.
Wow, the bands took a 180 or 360 degree turn. So now
540.
There's Bloodseeker, first phase ban. I mean, this is like kind of like okay, I know why is this the case. Fnatic likes this hero a lot. Like when they're in C, they play this hero a lot. They play him on QO and Arjit.
We'll probably see very different bans and picks this series because it's two teams that know each other very well, that scrim probably quite a lot, and ultimately it'll be a very different metagame than
because Fnatic likes to play very aggressive in all the lanes, and the thing with Bloodseeker is like you pick the hero, you put it on a safe lane. Like Arjit plays like all the self-sufficient cores, like Timber, Bloodseeker. You leave him alone, and the lanes are constantly fighting in the other two sides. Everyone's like low HP, and then the Bloodseeker by default wins the lane because of that, because you get damage.
That was not a hero I was expecting to see today, Winter.
Naga is really good against Night Stalker, because Night Stalkers don't deal with illusions well, and you don't push out waves. And if it's a core Naga, you're basically like on a timer. If you're a Night Stalker, you somehow end the game. And Night Stalker can't really end the game. You have to pick heroes that can allow you to do that.
Night Stalker is still just a support, though, I guess is the argument, though. Like, you can... It doesn't define your strategy when you first pick a Night Stalker.
It does in a way because you're... Okay, did you see the earlier game where C9 picked Night Stalker and did? Together as a dual
I did not.
So basically they did not have supports they can catch. Their supports are only there to win them the lanes.
Sure.
So then, when the game progresses, they won the lanes, but later in the game, they could not catch and
yeah, most 4-position heroes have some kind of catch if you think about Sand King, Nyx.
When you pick Night Stalkers, like you want to pick a lineup around the Stalker. Like I think my personal favorite is Bat Rider Night Stalker. Pick a catcher / wave clearer, like can push out waves and can catch, so that you can abuse the Night Stalker vision something to win the game. That's something that I think Night Stalker is good at. Help your team win.
First stage Drow. You talk about ending the game fast. You wanted something to beat the Naga with. Drow Ranger it is.
But bro, what if
Naga support?
Yeah, what if Naga?
Yeah, I mean that's where if you're TNC, you see this, you're like, Nyx can go off lane. That's not amazing versus Drow by any means. Not terrible. You've got some good regen, good armor.
But generally you don't want. Maybe the support Naga comes to your lane to help you out with a double perman, Nyx perman, now you go to the lane. I could see that working.
Agree. Depends how threatened TNC feel by this.
They banned the lion.
Okay, it's a core Naga. It's either a core Naga or the biggest mind fuck ever, where they're just like, we're gonna pretend it's a core Naga to debate you guys, and it's really gonna be a support Naga.
So they're gonna ban Enchantress next year.
Is that hero as big a problem as the lion?
Nah, not that much.
You actually get so much gold from illusions nowadays. That lion against Naga, it's like that you over the course of a long game, you're gonna farm like 2k gold.
I mean, if anything, you could also like Ench is really good against the Drow early game because Drow can't do anything. Like you get a creepy crusher in the lane, and Night Stalker is not a good support to deal with. One like CM, Doctor, Miru, or maybe like 2. Yeah, you need those kind of supports. Because Ench is very good at destroying like very lane reliant carries, you know.
Do they want? They have Nyx though. Do they? They don't really. Well, I guess they could do Nyx off lane instead of Nyx support.
Nyx off lane with position for like Sand King, Ench, Sand King, Chen, lanes.
Yeah.
You have a stun set up for the creep run in, drop the spell.
In my mind, it'd make more sense just to pick like a stronger offlaner, like the Legion Commander. The Brood is being picked against the Drow. Instead of like picking a support that could work against the drought, you can just pick an offlaner that does.
Like, yeah, like Brute, the thing with Brute is not that easy to. Brute can win you. Winning the game, another story.
Sam H normally want to play the bat, his probably his
Nick's
classic most well-known hero.
Darks, yeah.
A lot of bans on his.
Fnatic's turn.
This is,
Rich.
oh, it's not a dis. Like that's the general position 5. I have be it a support Naga or
Yeah, get that team fight. Maybe we see that out of Sam H's hero, something like an Enigma, or I mean, you mentioned the Void. You could set up a big ultimate following a sleep, and then you've got the Chain Frost to go with it.
I actually kind of like a Nick. I kind of like that.
Let's go full TI3 throwback and get the Tide Hunter.
Possible too. But
Fnatic picked the Enigma. But I want to see.
But actually, I think that I like Nick.
Okay.
The lane is pretty strong. What I like about the.
It's normally, does Arjit play the Naga much? I know Kyo used to play quite a bit on the old MVP. Were you expecting?
Dude, it's
Handle them.
TNC pick Naga.
Oh yeah, of course. What are you talking about? It's not Fnatic. Yeah, TNC. Okay.
You're
Completely
telling
different.
me you don't need a break.
No, it's.
You're telling me you don't
That's
need a break.
Fine, you
Parker.
know. I'll cast all day long.
Parker.
That's what I'm here
Parker.
for.
So
10 seconds
maybe an offlane Park
Okay.
possible.
So TNC, you're thinking more mid Naga, safe lane Naga, Raven, or Cuckoo,
Possible.
I guess.
Raven plays a Naga.
Be either lane.
It could be mid. He could play mid if he. They think Naga mid is good that game. This game. So the next pick is gonna tell a lot right now. The 4th hero, whether they wanna have Naga mid or the off lane. Anything else, and the next position 4 is also quite okay if it's a mid puck. You can actually annoy the puck a lot. They go for the Razor, so the Razor pick is this is a pick because when you are playing a Naga core strat, you want the other core to be able to hold. So because the Naga is really weak when you're trying to farm your Radiance, that 5k gold item, you are essentially not going to do anything for it. So the other hero needs to be able to hold the game and strong enough, push out waves and participate in fights with the rest of the members of the team. So Razor is a pretty good example of a hero that like a Razor, Dragon Knight, Death Prophet, that kind of hero. Like you are gonna be able to pressure towers, strong in your lane, and you have a lot of wave clear.
This is
Draft
QO mid Visage. I'm calling it. QO mid Visage.
Yeah, I actually I'm okay with it. Off lane part. Then they
Let's
pick.
make it happen.
Then they're gonna pick like what? Some Saver, Oracle.
10 seconds remaining.
Dazzle.
Oracle, Dazzle. Yeah, I'd say Dazzle sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
Something
I actually
push.
like it. I mean, it's
Shaman
still,
even? Is that 2 all in for push?
it's an option. Shaman is okay. I think I like Shaman. I like Shaman. Shaman, you can hex the illusion.
QO actually would play the mid Visage back in the MVP days.
I
Every
think
now
he-
and then.
I don't remember when we played with. I don't remember them having DJ playing the Visage. I think it's probably killed.
It's all good. I mean, Oz Dota thing, man, the mid Visage, it's legit.
Yeah, it's.
I'm a
legit.
mid Visage spammer myself. It's so strong.
Since they changed the Gravekeeper's cloak to
Yes. Affect your burst.
affect your familiars. That's
And
that's
like
the
level
big-
7, you just you max your cloak first often, or just get it very early. You're so hard to kill. You're so tanky, and you do so much burst damage.
Depending on game though, some games maybe. I think the slow probably 1 or 2. Sometimes you see 2 on the slow. The slow at 2 points is good.
I mean, maxed out, it's a 7-second duration slow.
It's really dependent on like there's no set in stone build for this hero.
Yeah.
Like, every game adjusts accordingly.
Even the item build is very flexible. I mean, you almost always get the Solar Crest and then an Axe, but sometimes I've seen like a casual Hood if you're against all the
Yeah.
magic damage.
Atos is also really good.
Atos is really good. And support Mirana, or are we going to see a support
I-
Visage? That is the question here. Probably a mid Mirana, I guess.
No, I think it's mid Mirana. I think DJ.
Yeah, that's what I said, mid Mirana.
DJ's gonna play
Support. Back to the Visage support.
pretty good against the Naga illusion. And Razor can't really drain your damage easily because you have leap and your range, a very long range here. I mean, all in all, it's a good pick here for them. It's not very good against the Nyx, but you know, a lot of heroes are bad against Nyx. So what can I say about that?
Yeah. It's like you pick a mid hero that's bad against Nyx, it's like, well, no surprise there. Kunkka support, so that puts Nyx in the offlane as you kind of hope for.
So, like I mentioned, the 4 heroes, Nyx, Kunkka, Lich, Razor, these are the 4 heroes that are going to be doing their thing alone. The space makers. Remember earlier today where I talked about the 3 and 2 split at the LGD when the other 2 heroes to split and farm? This is going to be the 4, and the Naga's going to take majority of the resource, raise some. The break comes to the Kunkka and the Nyx. Get some. They are going to just try to fight, take towers, pressure, make the enemy defend, and Naga's going to just do her thing. And in Fnatic's mind, the clock is always going to be ticking. They're going to be having their eyes on the clock. Oh, 10 minutes, 15. But when it's the Radiance coming, once the the Radiance is like, oh, we need to go, we need to go. That's what it's going to be on their minds the whole game. The laning wise, I think it might actually just be a safe lane Naga, a mid Razor. I mean, even a mid Naga is fine, I think. Carry Razor.
Against the Mirana, yeah.
Fine either way, depending on who they feel be more comfortable with. And Cuckoo, because Cuckoo is the default mid play.
They may feel like Febby on the Night Stalker is pressuring mid a lot, and that it's a dangerous, an annoying place for Naga.
Yeah, but
to be.
no, but Naga doesn't really care about that because Naga is just Naga. You're gonna farm the enemy's gonna farm his lane, but you're gonna farm your lane. It's like a 50 cat.
We go game 1 of the SCA Showdown. 2 top SEA teams at this event, at least as far as qualification rank goes, head to head. Execration just coming off a win. We'll see what SEA has in store for us.
Well. So what we'll have here? So there's gonna be a mid ward.
Gonna be a smoke pop at the north side. PJ and Tim. Neither player using their ward until now. We'll see PJ.
Oh, they saw the ward. Easy, they ward. Yeah, they saw the ward. They saw the ward. He's gonna de-ward. Do they have sentries? Oh, no? No sentries at all. Lich did not have one. Yeah, they know there's a ward, but they're not gonna be able to ward here. And Fnatic is gonna maybe do. Oh, they're gonna do an aggro lane. Oh wait.
Drow is going
what?
mid.
What lane? Oh, mid.
Fuck is a higher? No, Cura's going mid. He's got 2 checks.
No, what? The Drow is. Oh, he's just gonna block the creeps for him.
Yeah, with the this is something I saw Envy doing when they had the Lich in their team. He would actually block the mid lane. He may not be doing. Visage is coming to block
what's
it.
going on? They're swapping.
Drow is going bottom. Lich.
So they think that it's either they want to
avoid
avoid. It's either they want to avoid the Lich lane or they think that they have a strong compared to TNC's lane. Naga plus Kunkka plus Lich.
Yeah.
They want to do a tri lane.
The Night Stalker very strong here, but I feel like Visage is not as strong as he used to be. Maybe in these aggro tri lanes, he's got 0 base armor. He's also got 10% magic resist. This is a very weak hero to aggro tri lane with.
This lane doesn't feel that weak though. If it's 3 heroes, Kunkka, Lich, and Naga, it's not weak because Naga is quite strong at level 1. 6 armor and Riptide. That's not a hero that you want.
It really, I mean, both sides, it's like a race to level 2. Like, Lich needs his level 2 to be strong with Frost Blast, and then, similarly, Visage wants level 2 to have both Grave Chill
so
and Soul Assumption.
Getting the pull very important, but pull can be blocked. One is body block, one is by the Observer. So they're gonna have to rely on the Lich.
Baby. Damage here to 1437.
No, they just need to chill and wait for the retro. And let the Kunkka roam and pressure. So basically the idea here is TNC for TNC is to pressure the other 2 lanes with Kunkka roam, and the Lich is just going to try and pull back the lane for them.
Just going to deny these range creeps. They did not manage to block this big camp spawn, so we'll likely see Fnatic pull this side camp very early on. Raven going for the illusions. He's going to try and mess with this pull, but it may be too late as well. Yeah, they've got the pull. That's so big for this lane.
No, he pulls it back. Oh, well played.
Wow.
Well played, commanding. I'm commanding. That was...
Mid lane, Kyo getting harassed. Has used Leap as well. Oh, boy. Kyo, why aren't you running? Why are you fighting? big misplay from him. He was trying to attack them instead of running. Bottom
I
lane.
did not see what happened.
I just saw the end of it. I saw him right-clicking as he retreated when he should have just been full-on retreating, it looked like.
I'm quite certain that there won't be a kill in mid lane, so I wasn't.
Yeah. I just came back to mid, I saw Q getting gone and he had no lead.
Maybe
Unexpected.
he was trying to kill the Razor, I guess that's the only explanation.
Yep, grab it here. Tims gets it. Wins the right-click battle.
So, on the other hand, the other lane, Puck against... I mean, I guess we draw Aura Puck, but the mana burn is quite annoying for...
Well, I'm trying to contest this pull a little bit. We'll get some of the CS, but not a whole big chunk of it. They've got two
I
of the
think
four.
the Kanka needs to go back bottom though. This lane is not working out for TNC. It's not doing so well, so the Kanka needs to come here.
Interesting, they've got the...
Stabilize the lane.
They went Ice Armor instead of the Over.
I think it's good
I
because
think it's good, okay.
because of how the lane is playing out before. If they were, I think if they had the Kanka right down from the start,
Exactly, yeah.
then you would actually get the front pass.
I think that's where it's like, it feels like they should be going aggressive. To win this lane, I think they need to be aggressive. Like, punish the fact Visage is a 0 armor hero. He's got 0 armor. He has 10% magic resist. This is the lowest magic resist hero in the game.
He's ditching though. I mean, deciding that...
He got a kill already, so I think the results do speak for themselves to some extent. He's found those kills. And Leap was used. I think he got the word, hey, Leap was used, we might be able to kill QO.
Yeah, that's true. That is actually a very important factor in terms of deciding the different forward movements. Stuff like that. Oh, the Puck just uses orb. Come, kill him.
Land a torrent from the Leap is back
Naga
up.
might be in trouble here. No. Load by Grave Shield, but...
Mid lane torrent was used. QO leaps away. He's been X though. Oh, Tims. Perfect initiation. Torrent into X. He uses the torrent to start the fight from Fog and then X's to pull him back after the lead. That is just great play.
And Naga still getting... Actually, I thought he was actually suffering more, but considering everything, nice CS. This is okay for the Naga. Not going too bad for him. Lich is just pulling back the wave constantly, and with the Force Armor, the Ice Armor, allowing her to actually stay in the lane much better against the right harass from Drow, the Visage.
Raven's just like picking up bounty runes.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Not farming the lane.
Time to gank mid. You're a Naga. Coming team.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, as long as the team creates space later,
yeah.
she can suffer now as a Naga.
If you're
but
winning other lanes.
The other lane's doing well, and then we make space for your other heroes later. The 4-1 formation, the 4 heroes fighting on their own.
Again, they've caught QO with another X. He can't leap away until the X wears off, and QO is gonna... No, does play it well this time. He's still got no boots. Meanwhile, Cuckoo does. Interesting, he does not chase for the kill. Perhaps just felt like it was going to take too long.
I think he didn't realize he doesn't have boots.
Yeah.
Would have definitely gotten the kill.
Even after the leap, it took him like a second before he chased.
Yeah, you look at how Kyo react. Kyo knew he was in trouble. He leaped away and he tried to arrow. He knew he needed to arrow the Razor.
It seemed like the Razor did not realize that was the case. Well, they may have got the kill. I mean, they had time to click him, but those small little details don't always happen.
I mean, it could also be the fact that they don't have vision on Night Stalker and it's night time. He doesn't want to do any risky moves.
Soon, there we go. Night Stalker and Kunkka showing each other in the mid lane. Tepi does have the Knight to work with, but he's still level 1. Doesn't have that movement speed boost just yet. Cuckoo trying to chase him down the plasma field there with an right click. He gets the kill. Meanwhile, QO gets the kill onto Tims, but we'll need to leap away and we'll leap to the high ground as needed. Cuckoo has plasma field in 3 seconds with the magic stick charges. Looks like QO is going to head to this bottom shrine. Not off to the best start, even though he does get a kill there. He's still playing catch-up on this Mirana.
Yep, Sam H is gonna have his level 6 soon. Help, like, especially the Raven's lane.
That's where things get worse for people like Mirana, the Drow Ranger. Mentioned the 4 create space for 1, that's Sam H. He's been given the 1v1 lane.
Oh, he might be in trouble, Top. Oh, he died at the base.
Oh, he died at base. Yeah, the coil broke.
Great.
Draw
Aura.
Yep. The Orb of Venom even. Everything playing out there.
Oh, Raven in trouble? Yeah, he's good now. Kyo's rotation, bro. Can't win my lane, I win the other lane.
And actually, the Orb of Venom against the Carapace is kind of cool because it means when he Carapace there, I think it actually procced on an Orb of Venom.
Oh
So
yeah,
it didn't actually block any damage.
It doesn't proc on the silence or the orb.
Yeah, so or even a right click. A right click does like 100 damage.
Yeah, actually at this
Puck
point.
gets the tower, gonna orb himself out of there. He's gonna live. Get himself home. Shot big. Not normally a player you think of for making like flashy plays or being like a puck player. But
He's the the reliable safe laner.
he's doing more than reliable right now. He's showing up and making some good individual plays.
He's been changing a lot
Yeah.
since
Days.
the Omoshi days. The way he plays, because he has different teammates now, he has to play differently to accommodate. Like playing with Kyo means that
Gotta
you
be
already
more
have
aggressive.
you already have someone that's so aggressive sometimes that you just want to be the stable guy. You don't need to, like, he used to be quite flashy, but nowadays he's like focus on the team, doing the job, like being the team player.
He's going to continue to be that team player as he does rotate mid to help QO out. Torrent going to catch 2. Ooh, the turnaround not going to be there. The damage is still available as the orb helps burst him down. Soul Assumption as well, pairing with that one. Cuckoo. Killing spree ended. Nice gank.
Okay, so now the recovery begins for the Naga. His teammates are starting to distract the enemy. It's level 6, still farming his arcane boot. He wants his arcane boots.
That death kind of set him back because Arcane Boots Nyx is where you start roaming normally. Without the Arcane Boots, you don't exactly have the mana to support.
Yeah, he
roaming.
had a really rough laning phase. Lost his lane pretty badly against the Puck withdrawal aura. And now Puck moves bottom. Should be a big kill if he can get the Naga here.
Perhaps going to get caught himself though. Ahayo trying to orb his way out of there. Does do so successfully. Comes Febby though. The rotation back the other way. Arjit may just look to turn and fight this one. He doesn't really have an escape. Will find any initial kills as Kunkka does get out of there alive. Ahayo nicely phase shift the plasma field, but does still have to worry about this Nyx who has rotated in. Hell at the ready. Cuckoo going to catch up the Night Stalker during the daytime and will find a follow-up kill for the Cuckoo Razor. Moonlight Shadow was thrown out, but not in time. These level 6s on the Fnatic side, getting DJ on Visage level 6.
They are the team on the timer. They need to keep pressing forward. Objective, because there are first few cheap items and levels, and they need to keep being the team that forces stuff. Because they're playing against a Naga.
It's kind of tough. Like, the Drow didn't farm all that well in lane. The supports are both very under-leveled. Level 4 on DJ's Visage, level 3 on Night Stalker.
Puck is the one that's bad though, so
Yeah.
he has to be the one making moves right now.
But his supports are probably telling him, like, I don't want to smoke with you, I want to go get my levels. Like, if you're this Visage, you're like, well, I could, but I also want
I think you wait for night phase, the next night, and then you let the Visage take a lane, or even like, the Visage needs to get his level 6 water. You don't want him to be participating in the movements. You want a Night Stalker to smoke with probably the Puck, place a wall in the enemy jungle if you need to. Yeah, and the Visage in the meantime take his levels, and Mirana can participate if she is available, or if she can, and the Drow should be farming in another lane.
On that Radiant side, you've got level 6, almost level 7 on Lich. That is the nature of the sacrifice. Kunkka will get more or less to his level 6 with the Tome, although he doesn't have money for it at the time being.
Yep, and right now you see the 4-1 going to start happening soon. The Naga is like far away, Sampeach is scouting. The rest of the heroes are just trying to shove the lanes. You want to push the lanes towards the enemy's towers, you force them to react, and Naga can feel safe farming the jungle or farming wherever she goes.
Visage level 6, I believe he used the Tome and has the birds up now. This is a nice little early game power spike, especially with the Drow on your team. Whenever you can proc that aura for a team fight or a push with the Drow birds, a lot of damage potential coming out. Kunkka though, similarly level 6, so he may be ready to fight himself.
Not so easy though against the Drow Visage. I think right now they are just going to be contented in just shuffling the lanes out. Look at what TNC is doing. They're shuffling all the lanes out. Tops push out, mids push out. They are just trying to buy time for the Naga to farm. and you only take fights when you have to. You don't really want to.
The fact Tim's is still here, it looks like TNC do want to try and fight and defend this one. Raven even going to TP.
Yeah, because they saw Q on top. They know that not the whole team is at bottom.
Be careful here with the Kunkka. Febby not level 6. It is still daytime. Nighttime's almost here, but hasn't arrived just yet. Nice coil. Going to lead things off here. Tim's goes down to start off the...
Nighttime, 5 seconds.
He's almost there. Cuckoo pushed up the cliff by the gust, and Moonlight Shadow will be thrown out. Perhaps just to cover the retreat. Stalker very low. Arrow catches the illusion. Very close to going on Raven here. They're trying to fight at the shrine. No shrine to use. Oh, the birds getting very low. Forced to just drop them down to save their lives, and it does look like TNC tanky enough to kind of hold their ground here. Do not lose the bottom tower. A bit of a...
I think Lich cancelled his TP there. He was a cooldown.
Yes.
The Lich being there would have been a huge deal. Oh no, he didn't have ulti. Okay, never mind.
Where that was, but these goes are higher. They realize TNC getting aggressive here, but it is nighttime fighting, and they're going to bring down the Drow, negate some of that damage, but they lose Razor in the process. Nice ghost ship gets the turnaround onto Febby, gets QO low, but TNC are kind of out of steam here. No Lich still, as 1437 stuck in that top lane. The chain stun coming out from the birds, and it looks like Sam H will be brought down. Ahayo, the killing blow, gets himself a double kill. Still, in some sense, space for Naga, but it is Fnatic finding some kills.
Base for Lich as well.
Yeah, it's...
Wait, he bought a face boots, so this is the second time I've seen this today.
Okay.
Pilater did it on his Lich as well today, earlier. Face boots
Sure.
Lich.
Prefer the normal Tranquils build, or I think it's okay?
I don't play the hero a lot.
I mean, it's a big gold investment. I mean, the alternative is like Lich is one of those heroes where you often see Midases because there's no like obvious item to buy.
I can't wait for level 20 from the Lich.
The GPM.
No, dude! 150 damage! Then you have some Maelstrom, Dragonlance, Dragon Pike, and right clicking doing damage. Just saying, dude. Oh, Sam H. That's a sentry.
Carapace comes out pretty decently. The arrow gonna fly through and catch him though, and Fnatic punish.
Yep, Ohio just setting up a lot of stuff for his team after getting that brilliant laning phase.
Coil is on cooldown still, the bird's too far away. Still, he was trying to create space for Naga to farm by finding pickoffs, but he throws away his life, but it's still space for Naga to farm and maybe even get a tower here. 2.5k on Raven's Naga.
Yeah, they need to
fast approaching.
Be very careful about not like allowing, like if you give too many kills, then Fnatic's gonna snowball very hard.
Yeah. Starting to see the push happen a lot faster. Fnatic have not even lost that top tier 1 and they're already on the tier 2.
Force armor, this is important, but it's just a level 1 force armor.
Hey, this build is perhaps something that Theban will reconsider.
You actually want more points in this kind of game.
Oh, Arrow catches Kunkka to the south, but they're going to use this to go on the Razor. Kunkka can't throw his Torrent or Ghost Ship just yet. Chainfrost goes with the stun. The neutral's taking a lot of the damage. It goes back to Arjit. Arjit dying to this one. It stops bouncing finally. The bounces not exactly playing entirely into TNC's hands, and the damage output. The Kunkka only now gets off the Ghost Ship. The stun hits a lot of them, followed up by Impale. Great combo from TNC. 12 hit points on Kunkka, who barely survives thanks to the Coco's Rum. And the sleep will be used to secure some additional kills. DJ going to be brought down to the north. It's Arjit, he will escape.
Oh, the feminist! Oh, the damage again.
Oh my gosh, he almost gets Theban as well.
Oh, now they want
familiars.
kill the birds.
Yeah, that's big if you can. It's going to be just one, it looks like.
So they actually lost 3 and they got 2 in return.
Okay, that's not the team fight recap.
No.
Yeah, definitely the team that's looking to hold and buy time for Relic, it definitely favors them. Not to mention the kills were also, I believe, in their favor.
Yeah, right now they have to take, like, they're taking towers too slowly, taking objectives. At this point, you want to have at least 3 to 4 towers and the Roche down, because you have a draw lineup with Visage. This is not looking good for Fnatic after the Puck actually just destroying them. Now it's not looking too good, and Puck died in the last fight.
The 1437 immediately getting more points in the ice armor.
Yeah, we were talking about that just now. Like, in this kind of game where the ball is delaying the push, the ice armor means a lot. Like, every point slows them down so much that it gives you like maybe like a point would be like a difference between like 5 to 10 seconds farm time for the Naga, which could mean a huge deal. Like every tower buys you, let's say every tower buys you that extra 10 to 15 seconds. Eventually, it's gonna be like 1-2 minutes of farm.
And that's what their towers are kind of there for. When you're versing a Drow strat and you have a Naga, you expect to lose those towers, but what you're hoping for is obviously, like you say, buy time and keep them up as long as possible. So the more time Fnatic have to invest in them, the more items Naga's
Febby is still level 5.
Boy, well, he did not get to use the tomb, and we're seeing the results here. Feel pressured to fight with his team as a result. This could be his level 6 if he can kill 1437. Avoid that, but he had no friends with him. He gets down a deep ward, but this is looking bad. He goes down to start the fight off. The coil catches out too nicely. Ahayo in some trouble here, though, does not have an ult, but he gets brought down as well. Fnatic are crumbling. Qo going to leap himself out. The pullback from the X onto Arjit, and this is not the fight Fnatic were hoping for. Qo gets chased down by the Razor. They're going to get DJ as well. Arjit did TP himself out of there, but hey, Naga was just top. They are TNC are 4v5ing, creating space for Naga, but they're meant to be losing those fights while Naga farms. They're winning those fights
or
while
at
Naga
least
farms.
be even trade.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for Fnatic.
Raven's going to just solely push a tier 2 tower, and he's got friends on the way with smoke. He could set up a fight. Seems Fnatic are wary of this. I think they had two very deep wards here. That's the thing. I think Fnatic got a bit ahead of themselves. They've got this great vision. They really tried to force the action, but they weren't really grouped up in a good spot. Night Stalker's super under level.
The thing is, they took that fight during daytime, right? So Night Stalker, you can't really abuse too much of the vision and everything. And Night Stalker was level 5.
Yeah. Naga.
And if you look at your Mirana, Qo doesn't have. He doesn't have anything. He has a base move.
He had a rough time. He's playing catch up. It just feels like Fnatic, as much as they are the ones on a timer to beat the Naga, you still have to respect the fact you do need a certain amount of items before you can push and fight. And levels. I think just looking at the Night Stalker in terms of levels.
Now just look at the Lich, bro.
Oh, farm Dizzy. He's got a foot. Oh. Even back on the old NP days, was always a 5-position support that just somehow put together massive amounts of farm.
Yeah, he always has like a mental book on his screen breaker.
Yeah, I remember his Lina where he'd get like 6 slotted on Lina as a 5-position. I'm just like, jeez. Sure, he does it well warding too. Definitely takes away some farm from his team, but often gives it back by his impact on team fights. Well, Radiance is up. I think Fnatic will see this and their heart will sink. They're just going to be like, holy crap. We haven't taken a tier 2 tower and they have Naga Radiance.
Garrosh is not down. Tier 1, mid-tier 1 is still up.
Yeah.
Bad news.
Very, very bad news. And they'll also like look at some of their itemization and be like, wow, Almirana's poor. Nice Carapace into arrow. Razor's been hit, but he got the Blade Mail off. That's a small consolation prize. The Kunkka Ghost Ship will help keep Cuckoo in good fighting shape. Qo TP out. He's going to not make it. Brought down. Ahayo barely has the mana for the orb after the magic wand. He's going to look to orb, blink himself out of there. It was Visage TPing out from the trees. Sleep. Ooh. Oh, that puck orbed into the blade mail too. Need to be careful. It was fairly low, but
I think this is pretty much game almost.
yeah, this is.
Don't think they can fight anymore. Maybe if they. Okay, the thing they can do after everyone's alive is try to get Roche. Try to smoke, maybe stick the Roche.
Bebby has a 1 TP. He's going to go for it.
Okay, that's the only play I think they can maybe try now. Get the Roche and try to fight the game from there. Otherwise, yeah, for them. They don't have time. They basically don't have time anymore.
What's happening down bottom? The Bird scouting things out. Looks like Fnatic are going in for this one. The Torrent not going to land. The Dire Scan does reveal the fact Heroes were at that shrine. Io blinking forward. Is he going to go for this one? Has a Dream Coil, but catching just a Kunkka could be...
Yeah, just look at how desperate they are. They know they're going to be in trouble if nothing happens.
They are. YOLOing forward, knowing this is near the end for them, perhaps. Something good does not go their way. The tanky Lich with a hood, surviving through all this damage, still has a Chain Frost to play around with. The Ghost Ship going to go flying on through. DJ going to be the first to fall, as Tims looks for number 2,
even the
perhaps.
Naga is fighting now.
Yep, Naga is like, I've got Radiance, they've got no items. Let's go, as Naga's Radiance will burn down Febby, and
pretty much the game.
yeah, I may not be a fat lady, but I think it is the type to sing.
I've not been to the karaoke with you. Maybe I should.
It's not pretty at all. Much like this game for Fnatic. Fortunately, Tim's looking for an X. He catches QO. Back up. Oh, he mistimed the leap. But
Should be
we'll be okay. He was expecting like an instant, I think, Blink Impale or something, which was not far away. Sam H couldn't get there in time. I mean, the fact that Raven can fight when he's good. Normally you see Naga get raids and it's like, okay, time to really split push and farm your next items, but he's so far ahead that he can actually be very effective. Like, you put a Radiant Solution on Drow, very painful. Same for Visage, same for Mirana.
It's not only that he's far ahead or not, it's his team is ahead. Because they are winning the 4v5 fights. They are actually winning the 4 against 5.
Attempted gank onto Raven. He does have Song though. And he'll just throw it out. Safety first. Raven, he knows he's alone. He has no idea where the enemy are. Expects 5. Higher, meanwhile. Orb on cooldown. Oh, great play. He Carapace broke the Dream Coil for that extra bit of damage. And stun. He actually stuns the puck with that. Oh, Naga, Raven. I talked about safety first. That is not a safe play from him. He walks into a lot of heroes by himself.
And with no song.
His illusions, though, can now be, well, really properly mic'd. DJ's just dying to the illusions. It's rough. Yeah, without his song, it was not a place to be. But hey, his team getting the job done perhaps without him, as DJ is going to be chased down and definitely brought down. The end of the world for TNC. They still maintain a very sizable lead, but a small hiccup in their road to victory here in game number 1.
Trying to sneak Roche, that's the thing that's the only thing I can come up with right now for Fnatic.
Yeah.
They have to try to get a Roche somehow. They have the medallion up on DJ. Yeah. It's gonna take them quite a while though because they are behind. They don't have too much damage, but still possible with the draw if they can find the right opening. Song is down now. But the creeps are all too near their side of the map. They need to shove the lanes away towards
That's
the
the thing, you say sneak, you're talking about sneaking versus Naga illusions who can scout Roche and also push your lanes.
Yeah, because the game is at a point where the Naga's doing this now. Like, they should be getting the Roshan like maybe 10 minutes ago, like around 10 to 15 minutes, get the Roshan one time. And when you get to this point, it's going to be the second Roche with the cheese. Like, it allows you to snowball faster, but right now, they haven't even gotten the Roshan one time.
Sam H, gonna miss that impale. Fishing for the Visage. Let's be a little bit careful, does have Carapace. And very hard to initiate on unless Puck is there with the Blink Silence. It's Fnatic.
No nighttime though.
So hard to find. A pipe on Lich. It's your 5 position. Well, not really. It feels like Kunkka in some ways is more the 5 position in this game. And oh, they're breaking high ground. Naga is chipping away at the tier 3 or higher. Just going to go and try and break some. He gets X though.
Oh
no. Just going to pay the price for that one. Dust did not actually clip on them. They do have the Sentry Ward to protect themselves as well.
gosh, the Naga's pushing your high ground in 24 minutes.
This is when anti-Naga strats fail horribly. The Naga team is pushing your high ground at 25 minutes. Something went catastrophically wrong. And we're seeing it here. DJ is being chased down by the Blade Mail Razor. Okay, the kill and last hit for that one. They're going to sleep, set things up here. The Ghost Ship coming in. Can they get the latch? QO doesn't have a lead. He's going to go down. And they're going to look for more. It may have been a little bit too early to toggle off the sleep, but it doesn't matter. They are absolutely pummeling Fnatic in their own base. TNC not missing a beat here. They have crushed Fnatic.
Push strat did not work too well, my friend.
Who's push strat?
Fnatic.
TNC making it look like that was their strat all along, as it does not take them long to take down Fnatic. There's the GG call. Definitely feels like a bit of a foregone conclusion for some time, as is the nature of a push strat failing against the Naga, but Fnatic held on for a little bit longer just to see what they could make.
Okay, talk about the things that matter. they went aggro tri-lane. That tri-lane was like still giving the Naga experience because the Naga was able to pull like. I think it's a bit of both ways. Like Fnatic didn't control. I think if everyone paid attention there, the Naga didn't get the pull. You remember the first pull? He stopped the first pull.
Yeah.
That was actually so crucial because he gave him level 2, level 3.
What else went horribly wrong for
And the
them?
Mirana dying, what, 3 times? Like,
A lot of time in.
how, the Kunkka actually just killed him.
I mean, we questioned. We're like, oh, Kunkka, just go bottom, bro. Help your lane. And
The first time he died, the Kunkka was level 1, so there was no X mark.
Yes.
I'm not sure what happened. I think maybe he was.
He probably leaped the static link.
Yeah, I think he used leap for something. Maybe trying to kill the Razor or.
Just to get out of
For
static
some-
link, you
for-
know.
yeah,
it's
may-
like,
yeah, maybe
I think that would be pretty.
And then after that, the Kunkka just landed a torrent
It's like-
from far, and
Yep.
he just died. Then the second time was X mark. Third time was X mark.
Well, I mean that mid lane I think was
Okay,
definitely the root of their problems.
And you think about it. Okay, fine. Your mid lane is getting wrecked by the position 4 roaming. So you kind of expect the other lane to go better, right? Because they are using 2 heroes mid. You are not using any of your supports mid.
Yep.
So you kind of have to crush.
Top lane got crashed.
No,
The
the
highest part.
the Naga's lane.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
use 3 heroes bottom. So you kind of expect the Naga to get less than he should.
We really saw like the weakness of that Visage in a support role in that aggro lane. Similarly, the Knights. I think honestly, this game came down to Fnatic supports
And
having a horrible.
the other
performance.
the other thing is because it's against a Lich as well. Because the Lich is sacrificing and pulling
Yeah,
the
yeah.
creep wave back. So if you're actually doing this to him, I'm not sure whether it was worth it or not. Like maybe having 2 people there and a Night Stalker like just helping because
Yeah.
Kyo got manhandled too much. Like he got bullied too much by 2 heroes, and you're not helping him.